Hello, accountability buddies. This is vlog number 57, recording number 2, because I deleted the last part of the vlog, or the last one that I recorded. So I got home yesterday, I pulled the card out of the NoPro, plugged it into the computer, downloaded the one clip that I thought was the vlog, forgetting I had shot several different pieces. I shot some video out at the ocean. I shot some video of the wind blowing through the trees because it was super windy yesterday, as well as the vlog. And I just deleted all of it. I thought that there was, because this is something that I do pretty often on this particular camera. I shoot just the vlog, and then I shoot everything else on the other camera. Yeah, so I just deleted it all. So there's no video yesterday, and this is going to take its place. The first thing that I'm going to do, you can probably tell by my chin, it's actually pretty sunny out today. So I am going to put on some sunscreen. I just picked this up. This is the second time I will have used it. It is SPF 70. It's a broad spectrum and oil-free, which is necessary for my skin, because if I put oil on my face, I break out. So, slathering it on. I don't know if I'm going to show you all my putting this on, but one of the things that I have to make sure that I do is I get it in the folds of my eyelids and in my eyebrows, because those are spots that I forget pretty often. And then I end up with sunburn on my eyelids if I take my sunglasses off. Also ears and the back of the neck, because those are places I always end up burned. So, yeah, you gotta get the sunblock on, especially now that it's getting sunnier out here. It's just necessary to get some sunblock on the skin so you don't burn. I was pretty happy with how this felt yesterday. It didn't feel greasy. It feels pretty light. I feel like I have to say it, even though this is not a monetized channel. I'm not sponsored by Neutrogena. I just happen to like the product. I also use copper tone. I use a bunch of different sunblocks. So I am back at Salem Willows. I'm in a different spot than I was the last time I was here. I did find the free parking. There are 2 free parking spots. There's one sort of on the outside of the park for Fort Lee, which is behind me. There's another one inside of the park. Fort Lee parking has, I think, enough spots for maybe 50 cars, whereas the other spot only has parking for maybe 10 cars. So these locations in the summer, if you do decide to come out to the Willows, they fill up fast. I did yesterday go up into Fort Lee, and for a walk, it's not very exciting, but I think it would be a lot of fun on a mountain bike. People do take their dogs up in there, and I'm not a couple of people with fancy dogs about to walk by, and they're looking at me like I'm nuts, but I think they're going up into Fort Lee. It's actually one of those dogs with hair that has a long skinny face and looks like it's got a blonde wig on. Anyway, so I am gonna go. We got an hour and 15 minutes before I got to get back into the car to go for a walk, or to go to work. I'm gonna No, I'm not gonna reshoot it. People walking behind me. They see the camera and they're looking at me. I don't care, because I don't know these people. I only seem to care or feel self-conscious about recording when it's people that I know. So anyway, the 2 things that I wanted to talk about today as part of the vlog is momentum and inertia. The two opposing forces of continuing to work out, at least for me. So momentum is what I've got, right? Like, I've been walking now since November of 2023. So that's what, like 6 months? I've been doing this now for 6 months. I've got some good momentum going. I'm feeling better physically in my body. I'm feeling like my body can do things again that I didn't feel like it could do for quite a long time. Like, there's a good part of my life where I just felt like my body couldn't do the things that I wanted it to do. And now I'm feeling like it can do the things that I want it to do again, which is a good feeling to have. So, yeah, so that momentum is important. And for me, it's the combined days of work. It's the momentum of creating the vlog, sharing what I'm doing with all of you, which doesn't feel like pressure. So I've gotten a couple of comments about, like, we're not holding you accountable, and you're not. I'm holding myself accountable. Part of the reason I'm doing the vlog has nothing to do with pressure or feeling pressured to make the vlog. The vlog is a way for me to hold myself accountable because I'm sharing something out to the world. And that, I had a little sunblock in my eyes. That helps me, remain accountable to myself because I'm saying these things out loud. I feel accountable to myself. And it's not anxiety provoking or nerve wracking or any of that. It's just really helpful. And so that momentum is important, for me to continue, walking and doing this work. Inertia is what I had at the beginning of the week and at the beginning of this journey, which started over a year ago. So inertia is just like a buildup of resistance. It's also, when I think about like the beginning of this week. So in the past, and this is something that made me pretty nervous, in the past when I had more than 2 days of being unable to continue with something, I then found excuses not to continue. So, for instance, I'm thinking about like work. Work was always a good excuse to not exercise, to not do the things that I enjoy. Well, I can't do that. I got work in the morning. Oh, I can't do that. I gotta work late. Or I can't do that. I gotta run errands for work. So, the thing that I'm really like, that is hitting home for me is that I can choose not to find those excuses. So the beginning of this week, on Monday, it was pouring rain. So I got up. I knew it was going to rain. We were predicted for rain for Monday and Tuesday. Actually Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. Monday, it was actually raining. It was pretty crappy out. So I didn't walk. My goal is to walk at least 4 days a week. 5 days is better. 6 days is even better. And if I can hit 7 days, awesome. Like my goal is to try and get out there, but it also to give myself some leeway where if it is raining, I don't have to go for a walk. I hate walking in the rain. I don't like being wet. Really don't like being cold and wet. So why would I go walk in that? So I didn't walk on Monday. And then because it was predicted for rain on Tuesday and I had a dentist appointment, I did not plan on walking on Tuesday. And I know that 2 days off in a row is a dangerous place for me to be because then I'm able to make more excuses to not go the next day. So, in this case, what I did on Tuesday was I got up, I saw that it was sunny and nice out, at least in the morning. And I was like, well, I should walk to the dentist. And I was like, well, I don't want to be sweaty for the dentist. And then I ran out of time and I had to drive to the dentist. I did park the furthest reaches from the dentist office, so that I did have a little bit of a walk built into it. But overall, I did not exercise on Monday and Tuesday. And I had thought, well, maybe Tuesday night I'll come out to the Willows, I'll do a walk, but it actually clouded up and got really windy Tuesday night, and was very cold. So I was like, yeah, no, I'm not doing that. There was also threatening rain. When I got home, there were sprinkles. So I was like, I'm not doing that. So I didn't. And then I forced myself to come out here on Wednesday, and I actually wanted to come out and walk on Wednesday, because I'm enjoying walking. This is not an arduous task for me anymore. I'm actually enjoying this type of exercise, whether it's walking or it's riding a bike. I'm actually looking forward to it. I'm enjoying moving my body. Like, it's not like, this is not an unwelcome thing anymore. So that's a whole other thing. So I did come out yesterday. It was pretty cold. It was very windy. I might have cut a clip in from yesterday. I do have that one clip, which is about 30 seconds of the wind blowing through something. And, so it was pretty cold yesterday. It was only in the mid 40s when I got here. The wind off the ocean was brutally cold, and unpleasant. But the walk itself was quite nice. I did work up a bit of a sweat, and that was enjoyable. So I did enjoy my walk yesterday. But those two opposing forces of momentum, which is what keeps me going, and inertia is, what stops me, and makes it hard for me to get going again, are just I think they're going to be something that I have to contend with for the rest of my life as I continue on this health journey. I've done this before. I've worked out and lost weight in the past when I was first diagnosed with prediabetes, and I got off all of the medications, and then found excuses to stop walking, to stop eating right. And a lot of it was like, well, I don't have time to cook, so I'm just going to stop and pick up something. I'm going to, go to this little takeout place, or, I want to try this new takeout, this new food, or, there's a new cuisine, and so on and so forth. And, now I'm telling myself no. That I'm not going to do that. But I'm not denying myself either. I'm looking at, if there is a place that I want to go or a thing that I want to try, I look up recipes and I look and see how I can make it healthy for me, like cutting out rice and using cauliflower rice, cutting back carbs in some way, omitting sugar from a recipe, or using monk fruit extract or stevia or something to add sugar or sweetness in without the carbs. So anyway, it's time for me to get out and go for a walk and enjoy this sunny, nice day with a light breeze coming off the ocean where I'm not going to freeze. And with that, I thank you for tuning in and laughing at my mishaps of deleting my entire footage for the day, and supporting me with your words are hard, with subscribing, with your comments, your thumbs up, your interaction, and your views. I appreciate it all greatly, and I appreciate you for sticking by. If you need any accountability, write something in the comments section. We can all hold one another accountable. And with that, I thank you, and I'll see you next time.